19th. Oh, yes. I will call to order the September 19th meeting, 2022 meeting of the Traffic Authority. We have a quorum with Commissioner Frank Collier Clemens, Commissioner Tony Lopez, and first item of business is public comment. Do we have anybody wishing to address the Traffic Authority? Now, if you're here for something that's on the agenda relative to permission for a race or a walk or something, we'll do that during that time. But if you're here for any other reason and want to address the Traffic Authority, that's the time to have these comments. So do we have anybody wishing to address the Traffic Authority?
We do not, Mayor.
Okay, so we'll move right along. First item on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the meeting of July 18th, 2022. Do I have a motion?
I move approval of the minutes of July 18th, 2022.
Are there any corrections or deletions or omissions?
I have none.
Neither do I have that.
Yeah, I know.
If you're not, could everybody who's not speaking put them on mute, because I'm getting some feedback here. There you go. All in favor of the minutes as submitted?
Aye.
Aye.
I will abstain because I was not at that meeting. So the minutes carried, the motion carries unanimously. The next item on the agenda, and I guess Mike, Mr. Yosak, a lot of these are the same route that they've been running or in the past. I don't know.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct, Mayor. Most of these are races that have occurred in the past. There was one new race here, which is, I believe, business item number 3, but number 2 is something that's been run before.
All right. So the first item on the agenda: approve the routes for the 5K run walk to benefit the Greens Ledge Light Restoration Fund on Saturday, September 24th. That's coming up this week. Somebody move that item.
I move item number 2 to approve the 5K run walk.
Any discussion relative to that item? Mr. Yosak, is this a repeat event?
Yes, Mayor. This is the one. It's in row 8, and they've been running it for a couple of years, I believe.
Okay.
And
Police Department, do you have any comments or questions relative to coverage?
Nope. I just have one question. Relative to emergency staff and all that, that would typically always be included. Is that right?
Generally, the requirement would be that they check with the police department to have appropriate coverage. Yes.
Okay.
Any further discussion or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Next item: approve the routes for the Veterans Day 5K run walk in support of Ukraine to be held on Saturday, November 12th, 2022. Can I have a motion to move that for discussion?
So moved, Mayor. I move that we approve the routes for the Veterans Day 5K run walk in support of Ukraine on Saturday, November 12th.
Okay, motion made by Commissioner Lopez. Mr. Yosak, you said this is a new one?
this is a new one. We have Ryan here and Tanya to discuss if you have any questions on it. This is over, basically it's from Calf Pasture Beach, up Calf Pasture Beach Road, down Gregory Boulevard and back again to the beach.
And that's a common route that we've used in the past?
We have used this in the past before.
Any questions from the commissioners?
I don't have any questions. I'm just looking at this run walk.
It was actually, the route was used last last year by the rec department. They did a Santa run over that course.
Okay. Any further discussion or comments or questions for police department or commission?
I have none, Mayor.
No, I have none.
Okay, all in favor of approving item number 3?
Aye.
Aye.
I second.
Okay. Item number 4, approve the routes for the Rowayton Turkey Trot 5K Run Walk to be held on Thursday, November 24th. Can I have a motion?
I move item for the turkey trot.
Okay. Any comments or questions? This is the same route, Mr. Yosak?
This is the same route. It's very similar to the Green Ledge route. And
Okay.
they have done this in the past.
Okay, so any any questions from the commissioners?
I have none, Mayor.
I have no questions.
Police department? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries unanimously. Item number 5, support the temporary closure of Route 136 from Penoyer to McKinley Street on Sunday, November 27th for the Rowayton Civic Association Light Up Rowayton. Can I have a motion to move that?
I move that item.
So I believe that this has to be from, we're supporting a letter, I imagine, written to Condon. Is that correct?
That's correct, Mayor.
So we're just approving the, that you write a letter to the Department of Transportation so we can get the closure approval from the state.
Correct. And again, this is a, event that has happened in the past and
Yeah.
a very similar process.
Any questions from the commission?
No.
Police department, any questions or concerns? Okay, all in favor of approving item number 5?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries unanimously. Item number 6. I need a motion to approve the temporary closure of Gray Rock Road from Wilson Avenue to Sheehan Avenue from September through December. What is the word Sunday in the beginning?
That's a typo. I apologize for that.
Okay. All right, so I need a motion to bring this to the table for discussion.
I move that we approve the temporary closure of Gray Rock Road from Wilson Avenue to Sheehan from September through December.
Okay, who's gonna discuss this?
We have Northeast Utilities here to discuss that, Mayor. Basically, I'll just lead it off. It's a closure of the road for some gas line work there. And Sefer, I don't know if you want to handle this or.
Wonderful. Yeah. Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor and honorable commissioners. Thank you for having us on the agenda today. Safeway Construction, I'm the executive vice president, is doing some work for Eversource. And I don't know if I'm allowed to share my screen, but I can show a quick overview of where the work is happening. You can see, if you can see my screen,
Yes.
show you Gray Rock Road near the intersection of Wilson Avenue and Sheehan Avenue.
Yeah.
And the work that we're doing is to install electric vaults in the roadway for existing electric lines that Eversource owns to improve the safety and environmental reliability of those lines. So the work required, we have a street opening permit from the Department of Public Works, and that work has started for things that don't require a road closure, but we're getting to the stage of work to open up the road to install those underground electric vaults that would require this section of the road to be closed until early to mid-December. You can see this lot to the south of the area to be closed is currently owned by Eversource and is the staging area for the work. It has two driveways, one onto Gray Rock Road, one onto Wilson Avenue. And even with the closure, there's no driveways or other areas that would be blocked. And our traffic consultant has prepared a detour plan that I think was included in your material that allows access from the southern part of Gray Rock Road and then up through Sheehan Avenue to detour around this closure with signage to match. So that's a quick overview of why we are asking for permission to get that road closure.
Commissioners, do you have any questions?
I have none, Mayor.
I just wondered, this is gonna be closed like 24 hours each day?
Correct. Yeah, the work is going to leave an open excavation in the roadway. And so to leave it open and have it be safe, it's going to be fenced off and closed
Okay.
around the clock.
Okay, great. Thank
And-
you.
Your detour will be adequately marked so that people will know exactly where they have to go in order to get around that section if they need to get into Gray Rock.
Correct. Our consultant who's on the line prepared an engineered detour plan, and I'll ask him to walk you through the signage. But we've got that plan and the signs up.
Okay, I see that in my package here.
Great.
So the key to the detour is making sure everyone has a route that they can take that's safe and relatively straightforward. What we've found in past detours is that telling people ahead of time to take a turn before they get to the work site can lead to them just assuming the signs aren't for them and driving past it. So in this case, the detour begins when they pass the closed section of Gray Rock Road. Heading northbound on Wilson Ave, Route 136, the traffic takes a left at the all-way stop at Meadow Street, and then another left at the next cross street, Sheehan Avenue, and that takes them right back to Gray Rock Road. That's signed with a few detour signs. In the opposite direction, if they're heading southbound, they continue to the next right turn, which takes them right back onto Gray Rock Road. So it's very straightforward. For traffic in the neighborhoods to the west of the closure, these are all people who are familiar with the area and to whom we're reaching out, including the elementary school in that area. And we are telling them as soon as they get onto Gray Rock Road, the road up ahead is closed. On top of this, there will be a police officer available at the site of the closure. Sefer, I believe we're doing that 24/7 to guide anyone who happens to get lost. Some people occasionally have trouble finding their way around the detours. So that will be a redundant level of support for them. As for pedestrians and bicyclists, it's relatively straightforward for them to head south on Gray Rock Road or north, either on Sheehan Ave or through the parking lots that are adjacent to the project site to the north.
Now, you talk about a police officer 24/7. Is the work going to be going on around the clock?
Yes, there will be times where the work is around the clock. The work involves very tight schedule with Eversource taking certain electric lines out of service to meet their reliability schedules. So a lot of this work will be around the clock, but not the digging and excavation and loud work will be limited to daytime hours. It's the work inside the vault, the electrical work that can go around the clock, lesser noise.
Gotcha. Okay. Any further questions from the commission? Police department?
No questions.
I'm sorry. Police department, any concerns? Okay. Seeing none, all in favor of approving item number 6?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries unanimously. Item 7, approve temporary one-lane, two-way shuttle traffic operation on Bonnie Brook Road for project VR 2022-1 in accordance with the attached plans. Who's going, I need a motion to move it.
So move.
Who's going to discuss this from traffic?
Yeah, we'll have Paul Sotnick from Public Works discuss it, Mayor.
Mr. Sotnick?
Good afternoon, Mayor and honorable members of the Traffic Authority. My name is Paul Sotnick. I'm a senior engineer with Public Works. And as part of the bridge rehabilitation project on Bonnie Brook Road over Holy Ghost Father's Brook. The stage construction, stages 1 and 2, which I'm going to bring up on the screen. I should be able to share my screen with you. This project is a project to do rehabilitation work on Bonnie Brook Road, which is in this area we're working in, is just west of Richards Avenue. And in that area, when we do the work, we're going to require an area to do the work zone on the south side of the road and leave alternating one-way traffic on a 10-foot wide roadway that's separated in stages 1 and 2 by a temporary precast concrete barrier curb. In stage 3, it'll move, the work zone will be on the north side of the road and the alternating traffic will be on the south side of the road. And I will go to the next, this, and I'll blow it up a little bit to make it easier to see. Basically, we have a signage plan that's going to allow people to come in from Richards Avenue, other end, cul-de-sac end of Bonnie Brook Road, and then also Bonnie Brook Trail. And it would allow people to go and drive on the north side. And during stages 1 and 2, you'll have traffic on the north side. The traffic coming from the west will be required to stop while they yield to people coming in from the east headed westbound. And then in stages 3, it's going to be just the opposite, and people headed in, there'll be traffic drums instead of precast concrete barrier curbs while they work on the north side. People coming in from Bonnie Brook Road from Richards Avenue will be headed on the east side, and they will have the stop sign over here, and then people will be allowed to go through on the south side of the road. And that's basically it. I can show you a picture of why we're doing the project.
Mr. Sadek, before you do, if I may ask a question,
Yeah,
back to the other screen. I just had a question with regards to, you did a good job of outlining it, and I appreciate that. I just wanted to understand the effects on traffic and what is being done to mitigate any such, traffic increase that we may have because of the one-lane alternating effect.
both roads are cul-de-sacs. Bonnie Brook Road is a cul-de-sac that has about 15 to 20 houses on it, and Bonnie Brook Trail is a road that has 9 houses on it. So there is not a large volume of traffic on these roads to begin with. The road is only 20 feet wide, but there will be flagmen there during the working hours, and then you'll basically have the alternating one-way traffic during the night, and this should be less than 2 months.
So that's going to be closed like that 24 hours a day again, correct?
Yes,
So when the flagmen are not there, you're relying on the stop sign to control traffic?
that is why we use the stop sign instead of a yield sign, because in stage, and I'll go back to stage 1 and 2 for a minute. Stages 1 and 2, it's about 225 feet long. So we felt more comfortable using a stop sign rather than a yield sign to get people to actually obey the stop instead of somebody getting hung up in the middle with 225 feet. And with the traffic drums on stage 3, that section is about 150 foot long and that's why we use the stop sign over here to mitigate the traffic and to actually have a greater impact to get people to stop rather than a yield sign.
Yeah, I'm not concerned. I know the stop sign reason, and certainly a yield sign wouldn't work. But I'm concerned that, if somebody has a stop sign and they start going across and another car doesn't have a stop sign and they meet in the middle, I'm just concerned about the actual control of traffic.
We could add an additional stop sign over where my cursor is, just west of Bonnie Brook Road, and do it both ways. And to your point, it would stop the people, and Commissioner Lopez the volume of traffic is not that large to begin with, so it really
Yeah.
wouldn't have a great impact. We could put the stop signs on both sides, and that way there, everyone has to stop and yield.
I think that probably would be a safer way to do it. I don't know about the commission if they feel the same way, or the police department.
You can see from Bonnie Brook Trail through the closure down Bonnie Brook Road to the other stop sign if you're driving. Is that correct?
It's a little bit of a curve, and there's a lot of vegetation in there. As part of the overall maintenance and protection of traffic, we were going to add another sign about 150 feet back that would actually say 1 lane road ahead, right turn. So it alerts the people making the right turn that they have an alternating one-way traffic there also. And we'll also be handing out informational flyers to the residents of both streets when we start construction, as we usually do for our paving projects, so that everybody is aware of it too.
Okay, I think that would be a necessary move to place that there, because utmost, we're concerned about the safety of the, the residents and citizens in the area.
Exactly.
And there may be someone visiting them who is not familiar. So as much information as we can give them while traversing that two lane traffic on one road, on one lane would be helpful.
Okay, then I'll add a stop sign in each direction then, and add the additional warning sign on Bonnie Brook Trail as part of the overall maintenance and protection of traffic item for the project.
Thank you.
Any further discussion or questions? Police department, anything from the police department? Okay, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next item is for informational purposes, Chestnut Street, new operational pattern and effect in vicinity of Columbus School. Who's going to handle that?
I will, Mayor.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a simple one. Is the Columbus School has minimal operation now. They only have 1 bus in service. So previously, for probably quite a while now, they used to close the road in one direction twice a day during arrivals and dismissals with the RFB sign, or with the do not enter signs. I'm sorry. And right now that's not needed, so the road will operate as a 2-way street 24 hours a day for the
But
foreseeable
not,
future.
but not down by side, am I correct?
No, it's not. That side by side will still operate as a 1-way for arrivals and dismissals, but at Columbus School between Henry Street and Chestnut Street, that will remain as a 2-lane street.
Have you notified the Board of Education traffic?
The Board of Education made the
Okay,
suggestion.
okay. Any questions from the commission or the police department? Comments?
Just a question, since the school board traffic made the suggestion, does that absolve us of contacting the area, contacting the school on our part?
We probably could reach out to the local residents in the area if you wish us to.
Yeah, I think that would be a good move, because we cannot assume that they will take care of that. And we want to be proactive and have everyone aware of what is happening in their neighborhood when it comes to traffic patterns.
Certainly, we'll reach out to them.
Thank you.
Commissioner Lopez, I believe you had a question?
No, I'm all set.
Okay. Okay, no need to vote on that if we are all in agreement. Next item, I'm sorry, the next meeting is October 17th, 2022 at 4 p.m. Via Zoom, and I will accept a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we are adjourned at 4:25.
Mr. Mayor, just so you know, I'm having trouble logging in for the police commission meeting to start it, so it may take a minute if I'm not, if you can't get in, just give me a second to try to figure it out.
Okay, very
Okay.
good.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you. Bye.
Thank you.